Chris Martin speaks frankly on Fallon. Shocking confession about Taehyung and Jungkook that ARMY must know. Who would have thought that Chris Martin, the Coldplay vocalist known for his warmth and positive energy, would leave ARMY stunned with his statement on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon? In an unexpected moment, he revealed something about BTS members Taehyung, V, and Jungkook that left fans worldwide in shock. What exactly did Chris Martin say? Why was his confession so surprising? In the exclusive interview, Martin enthusiastically talked about his experience working with BTS. However, when Fallon asked which member impressed him the most, his facial expression suddenly changed. As if holding on to a big secret, he paused before finally revealing something he had never shared before. To be honest, there are two people in BTS who have truly amazed me personally and professionally. They are Taehyung and Jungkook, Martin stated seriously. His words left Fallon and the audience in a brief silence before enthusiastic cheers erupted from the ARMYs present in the studio. However, this was not just a simple compliment. Martin went on to explain in more detail how these two members possess a unique aura. According to him, Taehyung has a natural charisma that makes everyone around him feel comfortable, while Jungkook is a perfectionist who always strives to give his best in every opportunity. I've never met people as talented and dedicated as the two of them, he added. This confession became even more intriguing when Martin revealed a specific moment that deeply impressed him about Taehyung. During a backstage meeting at a concert, V showed a side of himself that the public rarely sees. He has a calming way of speaking, almost like a poet. And when he talks about music, he does it so deeply and passionately. It made me think, this guy is not just a singer, he's a true artist, he explained. Not only that, but Martin also shared his experience working with Jungkook, whom he called one of the best vocalists he had ever met. I know he's the golden magne, but seeing him work in person truly shocked me. He has incredible vocal control, and the way he expresses emotions in a song is truly unique, Martin revealed. He even noted that behind Jungkook's cute and energetic face, there is a very serious and profound artist point. One of the most shocking revelations was when Chris Martin admitted that he had personally suggested Jungkook release a solo album with a more experimental concept. I told him, you should try something completely different. Your voice can bring so many new colors to the world of music. And I believe he will become one of the biggest soloists in the near future, he said with conviction. This statement was certainly not made without reason. Jungkook has long been recognized as one of the best vocalists of his generation, and his collaborations with global musicians only prove his immense potential. It's no surprise that Martin, who has been in the music industry for over 2 decades, sees something extraordinary in BTS's youngest member. Interestingly, Chris Martin also hinted at a music project he is working on with Taehyung. Although he did not provide specific details, he suggested that a collaboration might be in the works. I've always wanted to create something with Taehyung. His voice has a depth that I rarely find in other singers. We'll see what happens, he said with a mysterious smile. It didn't take long for Martin's statement to become a hot topic on social media. ARMYs around the world quickly speculated about a potential collaboration between Chris Martin, Taehyung, and Jungkook. Does this mean a special song is coming? Or could it be that Chris Martin is hinting at something they've already secretly worked on? Regardless, one thing is certain. Chris Martin is not just a musician who collaborated with BTS, but a true fan who genuinely understands the depth of the members' talents. And with this open confession, ARMYs are even more convinced that Taehyung and Jungkook's future in the global music industry will shine even brighter. So, will we see them in a major project with Coldplay in the future? Only time will tell. However, one thing is undeniable. Chris Martin's statement is not just empty praise, but a genuine recognition from a music legend toward 2 stars who are shining ever brighter. But how valid is Chris Martin's statement? Is this truly a sincere confession from a legendary musician who has been in the industry for over 2 decades? Or is it merely a media maneuver designed to attract public attention and boost the popularity of those involved? Let's look at this from a more critical perspective. In a digital era filled with information manipulation, it is not difficult for media or certain individuals to shape public opinion through narratives crafted to appear dramatic and compelling. Could there be an element of fabrication in Chris Martin's confession? Or is this truly a reflection of his admiration for Taehyung and Jungkook's talents? It is important to remember that this information initially surfaced on various social media platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and others. As we all know, social media often serves as fertile ground for news that may not have strong validity. It is not uncommon for video clips or interviews to be cut, edited, or given different contexts to create a particular narrative. If we dig deeper, did Chris Martin really mention Taehyung and Jungkook specifically in that interview? Or is this just speculation that grew among fans and was amplified by social media? Is there an official transcript or a credible source that can confirm this statement? Furthermore, we must also consider the possibility that this confession, if true, may be nothing more than a form of professional respect between musicians. Chris Martin is known for frequently appreciating other artists, especially those who are highly dedicated to their craft. So, could it be that his statement was merely an expression of admiration without any deeper meaning? On the other hand, there is also a possibility that this statement holds weight. Coldplay has collaborated with BTS multiple times, and their relationship appears to be quite close. We cannot ignore the fact that Chris Martin has openly expressed admiration for BTS as a whole. If he specifically highlighted Taehyung and Jungkook, it could indicate that they indeed possess something special in his eyes. However, once again, as information consumers, we must remain skeptical. If this news has been exaggerated by the media or twisted to make it more sensational, we need to ask, who actually benefits from this narrative? Is this just a covert marketing strategy to increase exposure for Coldplay, BTS, or even the media spreading this information? In today's fast-moving information flow, it is crucial that we do not immediately believe everything we read. We must always seek concrete evidence, verify sources, and question whether a piece of news is truly credible or just a fleeting viral sensation designed to grab attention. A.S. Armies. What do you think about this confession? Do you believe that Chris Martin truly feels this way about Taehyung and Jungkook? Or is this merely a narrative developed by the media and fans to stir up excitement online? Do you think this statement is backed by real evidence, or is it part of a larger promotional strategy? How can we differentiate between credible information and mere viral news without a clear foundation? We invite you all to share your opinions and engage in healthy discussions. Don't hesitate to present arguments, provide evidence, or even critique the available information. Let's work together to be smarter, more critical consumers of information who are not easily swayed by mere sensationalism.